Hello everybody, welcome back. Good morning. It's a bit of an earlier start this morning, so let's have a look at the charts. So, I did a live stream last night. Long story short, loads of altcoins were doing this. They were basically just pushing into a centre of a Bollinger Band, working out whether or not they wanted to break the 21 or the 20 moving average. As far as the daily is concerned, I mean, we're looking at Ethereum here, the leader of all altcoins. We did a bounce really nice yesterday, actually, so it's moved into the centre of the Bollinger Band on the dailies. This is why I said in that video yesterday, maybe there's a bottom. There's a chance. There's a chance of a bottom here. A chance of statistical likelihood, although not a guarantee. So, with a 20 moving average, or a 21, basically a Bollinger's in the centre, we say that it's a 65% chance to remain above that portion of the band. And so whatever time frame you're in, if you come down to retest it, the chances are you're going to bounce from it. It doesn't mean you're going to reverse from it. It just means the chances are you're going to bounce from it. Not always, but most of the time. And that's what we saw for Ethereum. So now we've seen Ethereum's bounce basically on that area, and we are almost 6% up today. Excuse me. So I don't know if this is enough to reverse it, but let's have a look at the short-term time frames. We're sort of meandering above the 21 at the moment. So we broke through the 21 last night, and then we've retested it, in the last 6 hours, and now we're retesting it and trying to move up from it once again. It's a tough one to call. So let's have a look at the 1 hourly. So the 1 hourly is fighting this death cross, the 200 exponential, while being supported again on the 20 moving average, the centre of a Bollinger Band. There's a leading portion of the cloud which is green. Okay, we've got a positive cross on the conversion baseline, and the cheeky span is below the cloud at the moment. Price action is above the cloud. So all this means is we're waiting for this little thing here, this cheeky span, to close above the cloud, which needs to see 4,400, and that would be a pump signal. Now, a pump signal on this 1 hourly would take you to the last area, the next area of resistance, which really is only a little smidgen above 4,446, but it could take you as high as 4,500 or so. So that's your Ethereum scenario. Kind of more bullish is not quite the word, but I suppose more bullish than bearish. Let's have a think about Bitkizzle, and Bitkizzle is basically getting rejected on the centre of a Bollinger Band and trying to move up again on the 4 hourly. So it's all about the Ethereum situation. It's not really a Bitcoin deal. I just remember what happened in 2021. We did see a large consolidation in the market here of about 30%. While everything was running high. 2021, January, alt season, this came down 30% or more actually, while everything else rallied, hundreds. So it can happen. Bitcoin can consolidate while the rest of the market is rallying. And Ethereum is not the same chart as Bitcoin, is it right now? It's better. It's definitely a better chart. Is it going to fulfill, higher prices? I don't know, but is it a better chart? It is. The dominance chart's still moving down, but it does have lots of bullish divergence as we approach the 58.5% dominant zone. Bullish divergence on the daily, some on the 4 hourly, and even on the weekly you've got some hidden bullish divergence as well. It's enough for it to do a bounce, I can tell you that much. That's all I can say. Right, the next thing on the list worth thinking about is the S&P, the US 500. So the pre-market's open, it's basically flat. We're sitting on the 7 simple on the weekly, the 20 moving average on the daily, and the Golden Cross retest from yesterday on the 4 hourly seems to be having a reaction, but we still need to reclaim this, and this. So until we're above 6,450, technically it's got every chance of rejection. Despite having lots of hidden bullish divergence all the way down, it's not formed any kind of reversal. Not quite yet. Look, the way I'm seeing it is one of a sort of a very touch and go scenario for altcoins. Now there's a lot of bearish stuff going on out there, and there's a lot of perma bears out there. and they are adamant that it's all going to come down dramatically. Whereas there's an enormous amount of perma bulls out there that are equally adamant that it's all going to go up immediately as well. Now everybody seems to be talking of extremes. Now, one person, like an analyst, saying that Ethereum's likely, apparently, to go down to $400, soon. Whereas I've got another person on the other hand saying it's likely to go to $12,000. So I've got 400 on one side, 12,000 on the other. The reality is, it's more likely to fanny around, to be honest, to fanny around until we see a break of the previous local high, and it's likely just to fanny around. And even when it does break, my measured move on this one is pretty crude, but it's a maximum of about $7,000. So for all those super moon boys or whatever that really want to see Ethereum go smashing beyond all these previous highs, I'm only targeting a 64% move from where we are right now, to reach what I think is a significant top, to be honest with you. So that's not Moon Boy. That isn't Moon Boy at all. And if we were to come down at this point right now, I'd think a retest of the breakout zone is more likely, to around about 3,600. So a move from there would equate to a 100% pump. But the reality is, I don't know. At the moment, the 4 hours is a hit and miss across the board for altcoins. Some were better than others. That we were on the Patreon last night looking at them all. Some were better than others, but the majority of them, they were actually bearish, really. Bearish on 4 hourly. Excuse me. Bearish on 4 hourly, bearish on the daily, bearish on the weekly. But there was a group, a small group, but a group on all the same, of altcoins, which are actually bullish across all time frames, and those are the ones you want to focus on. And look, if there is a true alt season, like one which involves mania and Captain Noobmaster empties his savings account and puts it into meme coins again, I mean that's a different story. Everything will go up at that point. But until you get to that level, you got to focus on the strong charts, the bullish charts. And not every altcoin is bullish, believe me. The majority are not. So just be careful with what it is that you're doing. But it's your money, and if you want to take more risk, that's fine. Because there's often the case that there's more reward if you put in more risk. So it's up to you. For me, I prefer the bullish charts. Right, thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.